Secrets of Silverpine Academy, narrated by Olga Baciu. Author, Lyubimchiki and Olga Baciu. I'm Olga. This book was written with the help of GPT-4. Epilogue. Looking Ahead. The early morning mist hung low over the grounds of Silverpine Academy, the sun's first rays filtering through the dense canopy of ancient trees, casting long dappled shadows across the dew-soaked grass. Ethan stood beside Lily on the balcony of the Society's headquarters, a converted old tower that overlooked the academy. They watched in silence, the tranquility of the scene a stark contrast to the tumultuous events of the past months. "It's hard to believe how much has changed," Ethan mused, his voice reflective. "Not just the academy, but us." Lily nodded, her thoughts mirroring his. "We've come a long way from being unsure students to leading the arboreal circle. It feels surreal sometimes." They turned to look at each other, a shared understanding passing between them. They had grown, not just in power but in wisdom and depth. The experiences had forged them into leaders, into a unified force that the academy now relied on for its protection and guidance. "As much as we've faced, it feels like this is just the beginning," Lily said, leaning against the balcony's railing. "There are still so many mysteries surrounding the elemental balance, so much we need to learn and explore." Ethan's expression turned thoughtful. "I know, and whatever challenges come, we'll face them like we've done everything else, together." His hand found hers, their fingers intertwining naturally. Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of Marianne, who approached them with a folder tucked under her arm. "Morning, you two. I've just finished compiling the reports from last night's patrol. There's something interesting you might want to see." Ethan and Lily followed her inside, where the walls were lined with maps and ancient texts, the room a blend of historical reverence and modern necessity. Marianne laid the folder on the large central table, spreading out several documents. "Look here." She pointed to a series of marks on one of the maps. "These are new ley line disturbances, but they're minor, almost experimental. It's like someone is probing our defenses." Lily leaned over the map, her brow furrowing. "Testing our reactions, maybe? Seeing how quickly we respond?" "It's possible," Ethan agreed. "We need to keep an eye on these disturbances, increase our patrols around these areas." Marianne nodded, her gaze approving. "I'll organize the teams. We've also got some new recruits joining us today. They'll need to be briefed and trained." As they discussed logistics, the room filled with a sense of purpose. Ethan and Lily, once uncertain of their places in this hidden world, were now instrumental in its defense, planning and strategizing not just for their own sake, but for the entire community they had sworn to protect. Their leadership had indeed become a cornerstone of the academy's continued safety and prosperity. As they prepared to meet the new recruits, both felt a surge of responsibility, tempered with the excitement of the unknown adventures that lay ahead. They were guardians, leaders, and explorers of the mystical world they had once barely understood, now ready to expand their horizons even further. As the new recruits filed into the meeting hall, Ethan and Lily stood together at the front, ready to welcome the latest members to the arboreal circle. Each recruit looked eager, albeit a bit nervous, as they took their seats, their eyes wide with a mixture of curiosity and awe. "Welcome, everyone," Lily began, her voice steady and clear. "You are here because you have shown not only exceptional abilities, but also a deep commitment to the values that guide Silverpine Academy and the arboreal circle." Ethan stepped forward, his presence commanding yet welcoming. "The path you're about to embark on won't be easy. It's filled with challenges and responsibilities, but also incredible opportunities for growth and learning. you will help us protect not just the academy, but the balance of the natural and supernatural worlds." Their words seemed to instill confidence in the recruits, who nodded and murmured affirmatively, their initial trepidation giving way to determination. After the meeting, as the recruits dispersed to begin their orientation, Marianne approached Ethan and Lily. "You two handled that well. They look up to you, you know." Ethan smiled, a hint of pride in his expression. "We were in their shoes not too long ago. It's surreal to think about." Lily glanced out the window, watching the new recruits gather in small groups, chatting animatedly. "It makes me think about our own journey, how far we've come and the paths still ahead of us." "There will always be more to learn, more to explore," Ethan agreed, his gaze following hers, "and more challenges to face, but we're ready for them." As the day drew to a close, Ethan and Lily took a moment to enjoy the quiet of the early evening. They walked through the academy's gardens, now fully restored and even more vibrant than before. The flowers bloomed in a riot of colors, and the trees stood tall and strong, their leaves rustling softly in the gentle breeze. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" Lily remarked, stopping to smell a particularly fragrant bloom. "To see the academy thrive like this, knowing we're a part of it." "It is," Ethan replied, wrapping an arm around her shoulders. "And as long as we're together, I think there's nothing we can't handle." They continued their walk, their steps slow and unhurried. With each challenge they had faced, their bond had strengthened, turning them into partners who not only led their peers, but also drew strength from one another. They were leaders, guardians, and explorers, but most importantly, they were partners in every sense of the word. As the sun set, casting a golden glow over Silverpine Academy, Ethan and Lily stood together, looking out over the grounds. The challenges of tomorrow remained unknown, but one thing was certain: they would face them together, with confidence, unity, and a deep, unshakable love that had been forged in the heat of battle and the quiet moments in between. Whatever the future held, they were ready.